There's a lot of self-loathing going on in this book. Time for another book review. Hello everybody, my name is JD, and today I'm going to be continuing Robert Jordan's epic fantasy series, The Wheel of Time, and this is with the second book, The Great Hunt. Continuing directly after the first book, in this one, Rand al'Thor and his friends have to deliver the Horn of Valere, but there's some problems here. You see, Rand al'Thor has to come to terms with who he is. Matt and Perrin have some of their own problems, and while in the beginning, in the first book, they were all very good friends, now they have some difficulties. They're not exactly very friendly anymore. In the meantime, Egwene and Nynaeve are attempting to become Aes Sedai. And then we've got a mysterious subplot from Moiraine, who's doing her own thing. This book continues where the first one left off, and of course the characters are mostly the same. So Rand al'Thor, he has become the Dragon Reborn, and now he has to deal with who he is. You see, he hates who he's become. And then there's Matt, who has to deal with a life-threatening illness, and Perrin, who has to deal with some changes in himself as well. So all three of these have really strong psychological issues, and none of them are very pleasant to be around. Nynaeve and Egwene are still pretty full of themselves, but now they have a really big task. They want to become Aes Sedai, who are probably the most powerful people in the world. Moiraine, who is an Aes Sedai, well, she's just the same as always. Mysterious. You know, in fantasy series, you often have to have these very mysterious magic users, and Moiraine is one of those. I would say that this book does a lot better than the first one in terms of character development. The characters are very well done in this, I thought. In the first book, they were far more stereotypical, but in this one, they seem much more like real people, and now they all have problems, and that makes for a lot of drama and a lot of tension. I hate to compare the stories between the two books, but you know, the first one was very straightforward, very predictable as well. It was typical epic fantasy. So you get a group of naive farmers who are going on a quest to defeat some big ultimate evil. In this book, the story is a lot more complex. There are a lot of subplots going on, and it is not nearly as predictable. I think it's fairly unpredictable. And we get to visit a lot more places. Tar Valon, for example, we get to see the Aes Sedai city, and it turns out to be very interesting. We also get to see what happens within the Aes Sedai. So I really enjoyed learning about that. Of course, they're not just trying to deliver this Horn of Valere. They have to deal with the Forsaken, and the Great One is in the background. He's recovering, you know. But there is a new enemy, the Shan-Chan, and they come from overseas. But we are also introduced to another group of people who are not necessarily bad. Well, they're often perceived as being bad, but they aren't really, and that is the Aiel. Now, these are the people who live in the desert wastes far to the east. One thing that this book questions is Rand's origins. You see, he looks nothing like his parents. He looks very different from the people from his hometown. So, who exactly is he? Well, we discover a lot of new things through their travels, and I really enjoyed seeing the different places. And we got to learn a bit more about Loial and his people as well. I want to learn a lot more about the Ogier, who are, of course, Loial's people. They're actually pretty interesting. They're an ancient people, and they built a lot of the things in this world, so they're a very important part of this story. So going back to the story and their journey, we of course see many different places, a lot of different cultures. Now, at the end of this book, there's a big battle, and this battle is something I never expected. That was a big surprise, so definitely look forward to that. So overall, I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars originally when I read it, and I think it still stands up. This is one of the better books that I've read. It's also one of the books that it happens to be better than the first book. So a sequel is better than the first book. And I would definitely recommend this to anyone who loves epic fantasy. and I'm really looking forward to seeing where the story goes. I mean, there are a lot more books to read. Have you read The Great Hunt? Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and please subscribe if you want to see some more reviews and other discussions about books. And you can check out these videos over here. You might find something you like there. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.